Hello everyone. Remember the good old days in Vegas when they practically gave food away for free and deals were lurking at every corner, one better than the next? Well, today we're off to what seems like a trip to the past. From setting the dial on our time machine to those golden days of Vegas and taking us back.
Hello my baby, hello my honey, hello my rack.
Wait, not that far back. Now that's it. Back to those golden days of 70s Vegas. We found a local vintage restaurant, hotel, and casino that feels like a page right out of a history book. Or, for the older among us, from our earliest memories. It'll make you feel as though you're reliving the 1960s or 70s, both in atmosphere and prices. Poke your head inside, and it's like taking a glimpse into the past. Open 24 hours a day, this place is famous for being part of vintage Vegas. It has remained unchanged for many decades and untouched by time. It's a living, breathing piece of our Las Vegas history. Walking inside is like unlocking a time capsule and peering into a long-lost world. Remember the good old days in Vegas when they practically gave food away for free and deals were lurking at every corner, one better than the next? Today, we're at the Chuck Wagon at the Longhorn Hotel, where nearly everything is made from scratch and there's a veritable cornucopia of bargains to be found. In fact, nearly every item on the menu could be included in a great Vegas deals video. They offer daily specials. Check them out online, and they also put out a great calendar each month listing each special. It's one of our favorite places, and obviously others feel the same way, as every time we've been here, there's been a 20-minute wait to get a seat. Okay, let's get started. Chuck Wagon has a huge menu, and one of our favorite things to order is this large sample appetizer platter for only $14.95. It's a great way to try a little bit of everything they offer, and I really love it. These buffalo wings are terrific. They come mild, medium, or spicy. I'm sure you can guess how we ordered them if you've been watching our videos. Wow, they have quite a kick. I just love these. And so good with Chef Claude's wonderful homemade ranch dressing to dip them in. Such a great way to start a meal. The fried chicken had a similar flavor, but was in my opinion the highlight of this platter. The batter is light and crispy, and not at all greasy or stodgy. After being brined, it's dipped in egg and then dredged in flour and breadcrumb. Then into the fryer it goes. After being fried, it's tossed in homemade buffalo marinade made from butter and hot sauce. The jalapeno poppers are also homemade and just love them. Fresh jalapenos, not some store-bought pre-made version. In fact, everything on this platter is made from scratch. The fried mozzarella is diner style, with a strip of cheese battered and then deep fried. I'm also loving these taquitos, but keep in mind, they're an American bar version and not an authentic Mexican type. Anyway, what a great way to start a meal. I see why this place is always jam-packed and loved by locals. One additional note, the excellent chicken fingers are available on their own for just $11.99. Again, they come with their fantastic homemade ranch dressing for dipping and a good amount of steak fries that are perfectly crispy on the outside and tender and moist on the inside. Many times, we order these as it's a lighter option than the full appetizer platter. But for one's first visit, or if you're here with a larger group, the appetizer platter is the better option. Chef Claude takes much pride in marinating these baby back ribs overnight in his secret marinade. In style, they remind me of the ribs they serve at Ellis Island, in that they're not cooked in the smoker, but unlike Ellis Island, they're not boiled. These are slowly roasted in the oven, then charred on the grill to give them a nice smoky flavor. The sauce is really something. Very smoky, slightly peppery, and just sweet enough to make your taste buds happy. The meat comes off the bone easily, but not too easily. I really love that. The meal comes with either soup or salad. Today, I have Chef Claude's homemade navy bean soup. It's heavenly. Huge chunks of smoky ham, and you can tell it's slow cooked and homemade. It's the kind of soup that's been cooked all day till the tender beans fall apart and all the flavors mingle in an oh so delicious way. There's almost nothing I love more than a good bowl of homemade soup, and this soup has such a deep, rich flavor. I also ordered the baked potato, and I just love them here. It's perfectly cooked, and as you can see, I don't have to ask for extra butter or sour cream. They give you a ton of it. The potato itself is perfectly prepared and is delightful. Wow, what great baked beans. They're truly wonderful. You can tell they're a homemade recipe, not just served straight out of the can. Sweet, tangy, and smoky, with a little spice to round out the flavor. I just love this ear of fresh corn as well. It could perhaps use a little butter, salt, and pepper, but it's a fresh corn and not that type that comes pre-cooked in a bag at Costco. Anyway, this whole rib plate was just fantastic and I highly recommend it. Coming from an Italian family, our version of this dish is Milanese. I still have enduring memories of my dad pounding out steaks till you could almost see through them, and my mother breading and frying them till golden brown. Those fried steaks in my youth are exactly what Chef Claude's dish reminds me of. The obvious difference was that our gravy was my mother's fantastic Italian tomato sauce, but here it's covered in an American country sausage gravy. And all I can say is, wow, look at the size of this beautiful country fried steak. It's ginormous. This isn't one of those cheap pre-made frozen patties you get at some of the diners and even buffets here in Vegas. It's a real steak, hand-coated as my mom's was, and fried until golden brown, crispy, and delicious. This meat, so amazingly fresh, you can taste that it's very good quality steak. I've had many chicken fried steaks in my day, but this one is a force to be reckoned with. I have to go out on a limb and say it may very well be the best one I've ever tasted. This gravy is insanely satisfying, rich and creamy, and in no way bland. I can gleefully say that Chef Claude has no fear of salt here, as so many chefs these days seem to. The baked potato is also really enjoyable. I love the chives mixed into the sour cream and butter. They give it a terrific flavor. The veggies are frozen, but still good. Perhaps the only thing I'd complain about, since I'm a vegetable lover and really only like fresh vegetables. Otherwise, I'm going to tell you that you have to try this fabulous country fried steak if you're a country fried steak lover as I am. Based on the number of times I've seen this dish heading to nearby tables, I have to believe it's one of the most popular items ordered at Chuck Wagon. They have many steak deals at Chuck Wagon, making it difficult to decide which to choose. There are a number of good deals on steaks available at any hour of the day. Most of these steak deals are offered for under $25, and they come with your choice of potato, vegetables, and fresh baked bread with butter. They also always offer a steak and lobster combination for under $25. The Ribeye Steak is a great bargain, and I see why it's so popular. This is a wonderful spot to come if you miss that good old-fashioned flavor of a freshly grilled steak and don't want to get your hands dirty on your backyard grill. You also probably couldn't do better at home for the price. You might as well let Chef Claude make it for you. Wow! This steak is unexpectedly tender and juicy and has the perfect amount of fat, making it sensationally delicious. It's a 14-ounce slab and it's been prepared perfectly, rare, just as we ordered it. As with all the steak options, it comes with vegetables, fresh baked bread and butter, a choice of potato, and 2 onion rings on top. This is by far one of the best steaks for the price you'll get anywhere in Las Vegas, and I highly recommend it. If you've ever watched those restaurant makeover shows with either Robert Irvine or Gordon Ramsay, then you're familiar with the method of cooking they employ here at Chuck Wagon. In order to give you the temperature you desire on the prime rib, they cook the whole roast till rare. Then it's chilled, and when ordered, they slice off the appropriate amount and sear it in a pan till it's warmed to the desired temperature. If this turns you off, I totally understand, and there are so many great places to choose for great prime rib in our fair city that you may want to pass on this. You can find a number of those reviews on our channel. But if you just happen to be here and craving a good prime rib, you could certainly do much worse. The beef here is slow roasted and is a good quality meat with a lot of rich umami flavor going on. It may not look very pretty. In fact, for my liking, the outside appears well overcooked, but once you cut into it, it's rare just as we ordered it. The au jus is great, and the horseradish is also very flavorful. It comes in an 8-ounce cut, and then the cattleman cut. While we asked for the 8-ounce cut, I'm positive this is the larger cut. You have your choice of potato with it, and the potatoes are all great and pair well with this tasty prime rib. 1 pound bone-in country ham, served with eggs any style and whatever type of toast you desire. As you can see, I got the eggs over easy and the sourdough toast. Yum. You also have your choice of potatoes. I got the campfire style. They're a thinly sliced rustic version of home fries, with slices of onions and green peppers. Then they're grilled to perfection. I love these potatoes. They remind me of the ones my grandmother made us every time she'd come to visit. I still remember the smell of waking up with them frying in the skillet, mouth-wateringly good. These bring me back to my childhood and I absolutely love them. This ham steak is huge. It even seems bigger than a pound to me, with nearly half of it draping over the edge of the plate. A rebellious ham knowing no bounds. It reminds me of the Flintstones, when Fred pulled into the drive-in and the car tipped over upon placing of the huge tray at his window. The ham is sweet and juicy, and I love the char it has from the grill. It really brings out its hammy good richness and smoky flavor. For you ham lovers, you'll be in heaven with this salty pure delight. My family was really big on ham, but we had to wait for Easter or Christmas to have it. It was only for a special occasion. Well, now you can ham it up anytime you want. It's a great thing to get and share since it's huge. That way you can get a few other things and broaden your horizons. I just love this place. Not only does it give you that cool vintage Vegas feel, but the prices are such a bargain as well. I mean, $10.99 for this huge slab of ham and sides? Incredible. Nobody's sure when the patty melt was invented. However, most of you old-timers remember it being a staple on diner menus from your childhoods. Those of you who aren't old enough to remember, if you ever do see it on a menu, make sure to order it, because the combination of hamburger, in this case a fresh ground patty, cheese and grilled onions on rye toast in place of a bun is positively spectacular. You can tell that this beef is fresh ground and delicious. The grilled onions are fantastic, sweet, salty, nearly fully caramelized. One of the brilliant elements of this classic all-American iconic sandwich. Add a little mustard to bring out the flavor if you like, or for you purists, enjoy it au naturel. As with all the sandwiches, it comes with a pickle spear and your choice of fries, coleslaw, or potato salad. We chose the fries. Love these fat steak fries. All in all, wonderful sandwich. This sandwich is absolutely delicious. A mountain of turkey piled high and lots of crispy salty bacon. What's not to like? The turkey here is fresh turkey, not that processed pre-made stuff that hardly resembles any real turkey at all. The bacon is a sensational bacon they serve here with their wonderful breakfast. And of course, there's lettuce, tomato, and mayo. You have a choice of bread, we went with the toasted white bread. The same options apply for the sides, and again, we went with the steak fries. There are few things as great as a taste combination of a turkey club. This sandwich is so good. A cold sandwich, yes, but it's like a warm hug and the ultimate comfort food. I love this sandwich, and so will you. We previously showcased the Monster Burger in a bargains video, and honestly, we were disappointed at how difficult it was to show on camera just how monstrous is this burger. I mean, it's huge. It's as big as my head. Honestly, it seems a lot bigger than just 1 pound, but on camera, it didn't seem much bigger than your average run-of-the-mill burger. So this time we came prepared. On our way, we stopped at Burger King and ordered their standard burger to go. It was $1.99, so $2.17 with tax. Okay, take a look at this. My God, monstrous is an understatement. When I got home, I weighed the Burger King patty, and it was 1 ounce. That's right, 1 tiny little ounce for $1.99. So it would take 16 of these Burger King burgers to equal 1 Chuck Wagon 1 pound monster burger. That comes to $31.84 plus tax. And that's just for the burger. Look at all the fries and fixings you get at Chuck Wagon as well, for a mere $16.98. I mean, it's really a joke to even try to make the comparison at all, but also why you'll feel you've gone back in time when you come here. If you do the reverse math, the Burger King burger would have to throw in all the toppings as well as a good amount of fries for just $1.06 for their 1 ounce patty burger to equal the Monster Burger deal. When's the last time you got a burger and fries at Burger King or Mickey D's for $1? Okay, that's all well and good about the size, but how does it taste? Well, it's not just a behemoth in size, but in flavor as well. First of all, the bun is gigantic and it's freshly baked for Chuck Wagon daily. This mammoth 1-pound burger can be cooked any way you'd like. I like my meat rare with a nice char on the outside. My parents used to order it this way too. Back in the 80s, we'd call it black and blue. It also comes with a huge heap of fries, lettuce, onions, tomato, mayo, and let's not forget pickles. We ordered some of their wonderful homemade ranch to dip our fries into as well. This is one of the best burgers I've ever had in my entire life. We belonged to La Costa Country Club when I was a kid. They were thought to have the best burger anywhere, and this reminded me of the burger they used to serve there. One bite, and this burger takes me back to my childhood, laying out by the pool, with the smell of those La Costa burgers on the grill. You just had to have one. Well, I've now found my new favorite burger, and it's a great bargain to boot. Ever since we first had this burger, we keep dreaming about it, conjuring up reasons to be in the neighborhood of Chuck Wagon so we can run in and devour one. We've been back here a number of times in the last few months just for this burger. It's also big enough to split and share if you wish, but it's so good, you'll want it all for yourself. And oh, they have a food challenge here as well. Finish the Monster Burger platter, all of it, within 20 minutes, and you get a plaque and a t-shirt. As with 2 other attempts, you can see by our timer, this effort today was, as they say, an epic fail. Alright, time for dessert. We ordered Chef Larry's Roundup Cake at $6.29. What a great price for an amazing slice. Half the cost of most cakes you get anywhere in Vegas and twice the size. This is a monster slice of cake meant to be shared. As with the Monster Burger, it's difficult to get a sense for its true size when looking at it on camera. Moist, decadently dark chocolate cake that's freshly baked here from scratch. The cake consists of 3 dark chocolate layers. Each layer is separated by a thick slab of dark chocolate icing. The outside frosting is the same, but with a drizzling of caramel as well. There are also warm notes of caramel infused into the cake, as well as walnut halves adorning the exterior. This is yet another menu item here at Chuck Wagon that I dream about days later, and I highly recommend this cake. Aside from Larry's Roundup Cake we just described, most of the desserts are no longer made here. They now come from fantasy bakers. And that's a perfect name for them, as these are the type of desserts you dream about. This is a truly fantastic cheesecake, and I love the raspberry topping and fresh raspberries that are baked inside the cake. It's lusciously creamy, fresh, and delicious. A perfect ending to a wonderful meal and highly satisfying. I'd be happy to eat this cheesecake anytime. And speaking of bargains, they tell me that many restaurants in the city serve the same cheesecake from Fantasy Bakery and charge double the price. So I totally recommend getting desserts here. My number one choice would have to be Larry's Roundup Cake, but honestly, I've yet to have a bad dessert here. So any choice you make will hit the spot. From midnight to 6 a.m., Chuck Wagon offers several fantastic graveyard menu items at bargain prices, such as bacon, eggs, and a choice of potato for only $3.79, biscuits and country gravy for $2.99, and all-you-can-eat pancakes for just $3.99. If you're up at this time of day, this is a great place for some excellent food at bargain prices. Chuck Wagon at the Longhorn. It's like reuniting with an old lost friend. If you're looking for a great place for breakfast or old-fashioned diner-type meal at retro prices, then this is the place for you. There's so many things we locals love here, it's hard to name them all. But some of the dishes that bring me back again and again are the Monster Burger, the chicken fried steak, the chicken fingers, and of course, that Roundup Cake. If you're looking for a treasure trove of flavor, then you've hit the mother lode at Chuck Wagon. We'll be back soon. You'll probably see us there. And don't forget to tell them Let's Eat Vegas sent you. I know we're all guilty of watching YouTube videos and not participating. Please like, comment, subscribe, or even become a VIP member. It means a lot to us, and it helps us grow and to bring you more reviews. Until we eat again, bon appetit.